A Jew comes running to Reform Synagogue crying to the rabbi, "My son has become Orthodox. What do I do?" A few months later, he comes to him again. "Now my daughter became observant. Help!" Half a year later again, "Save me. Now my wife is becoming religious. What do I do?" The Reform rabbi says, "This is a serious problem. The Torah says that the greatest protection from evil is a mezuzah on your door. You better check if your mezuzahs are kosher." In my last video blog, I said that we don't need to worry about the future of the Jewish people. Sorry, all the anti-Semites of the world, we are not going anywhere. We are an eternal nation, and the Torah will be around forever. However, this does not apply to all segments of the Jewish community. There is a type of a Jew that can be considered an endangered species. According to all statistical data, we must doubt whether in a century or two there will be people on earth who call themselves secular Jews or non-religious Jews or just Jewish or whichever other label these people usually put on themselves. The math is very simple. In order for a species not to go extinct, each female must have 2.2 children, because she must replace herself and the one who got her pregnant in the next generation. And since unfortunately not all children survive, they need to have a little more than just 2 children. But a modern secular quote-unquote Jewish family has only 1.4 children. Add to this a huge assimilation on one hand, and a large wave of secular Jews who are becoming observant on the other hand. And we have a real numbers problem. Of course, there are also some observant Jews who become non-observant and become quote-unquote secular, but their statistics are minuscule compared to those who go the other way and join Orthodox ranks. This problem has not existed for the secular Jewish community, quote-unquote, until now. Throughout history, there were Jews who were not observing the Torah laws. Sometimes we had more of them, sometimes there was less of them. But they were never threatened with complete disappearance for 2 reasons. Number one, contraceptives were invented less than a century ago. And before that, non-religious Jewish families, quote-unquote, had many children, like religious families today. Number two, in most countries, the laws would not allow their non-Jewish citizens to marry Jews, or at least it was strongly condemned by the non-Jewish society. So Jews, even if they had no interest in marrying Jewish, were forced to stay in the Jewish community from the outside. And thanks to this, the secular Jews, quote-unquote, were not threatened with extinction. A family of secular Jews could have a sufficient number of children, and the chances are that these kids remain the same secular Jews and have children who will be secular Jews, and so on. But now, this type of a Jew could disappear in a few generations. So if I call myself a secular Jew or just Jewish or whatever other title I want to give myself, then I probably think that it's good to be like me. And I'm probably interested in making sure that my kind does not go extinct. So what do I do? There is only one answer. Have more children and do not give in to assimilation. Bring more Jewish life in your homes. More Jewish traditions, more Jewish education. Because we need all Jews. Every Jew is dear, the most religious one, and the most secular one.